The story of David and Goliath is one of the most enduring tales of courage and faith. It's a story that continues to inspire generations. We meet David, a young shepherd boy. He tends his father's sheep. He is small in stature but big in faith. Then there's Goliath, a mighty warrior of the Philistines. He's a giant among men, clad in armor and wielding fearsome weapons. David and Goliath seem worlds apart. One a humble shepherd, the other a mighty warrior. Yet their destinies are about to collide. Their encounter teaches us that with God, even the smallest can overcome the biggest obstacles. The Israelites, God's chosen people, are locked in a bitter conflict with the Philistines. The two armies stand on opposite sides of a valley. Fear and tension hang heavy in the air. The fate of Israel hangs in the balance. This is not just a battle for land or power. It's a battle for hope. The Philistines represent the challenges and fears we face in life. They are the giants that stand in our way and threaten to overwhelm us. The Israelites, with their faith in God, represent our potential to overcome these giants. Their struggle mirrors our own, reminding us that we are not alone in our battles. Every morning and every evening for 40 long days, Goliath strides out from the Philistine ranks. His voice booms across the valley, echoing the depths of his arrogance. He challenges the Israelites to send out a champion to fight him. Goliath's taunts are designed to instill fear, to crush the spirits of the Israelites before a single blow is even struck. The Israelite soldiers tremble at the sight of Goliath. They are paralyzed by fear, unable to answer his challenge. King Saul himself, the tallest among his men, cowers in fear. Goliath represents the overwhelming problems, the impossible situations that can make us doubt ourselves and our faith. David arrives at the battlefield, sent by his father to bring food to his brothers. He's a young man, unfamiliar with the ways of war, yet David is unfazed by Goliath's size or his intimidating armor. He sees something that the others, blinded by fear, fail to see. He sees an enemy of God, defying the armies of the living God. David's arrival signifies a turning point in the story. He represents the voice of faith, the courage to face our fears. His presence injects a much-needed dose of courage into the disheartened Israelite camp. He is living proof that God can use anyone, even a shepherd boy, to achieve extraordinary things. Section 5. A call to action, David's unwavering resolve. David steps forward, his voice filled with conviction, and volunteers to fight Goliath. His brothers scoff and King Saul expresses doubt. They see only David's youth and inexperience, but David is not deterred. He has faced lions and bears while protecting his sheep. He trusts in the Lord's strength to deliver him once more. David's confidence doesn't stem from his own abilities, but from his unwavering faith in God. He knows that the battle belongs to the Lord. He doesn't see a giant, he sees an opportunity to glorify God. His courage is contagious, inspiring others to believe that maybe, just maybe, victory is possible. Section 6. Trusting in God's power, not man's armor. King Saul, desperate for a champion, offers David his own armor and sword. David tries them on, but finds them cumbersome and unfamiliar. He knows that his strength doesn't come from earthly weapons, but from his faith in God. He chooses to face Goliath armed with only his shepherd's staff, a sling, and 5 smooth stones. David's refusal of the armor is symbolic of his trust in God. He doesn't rely on human strength or strategy. He knows that God's power is made perfect in weakness. His simple weapons, though seemingly insignificant, become instruments of God's divine power. Section 7. Facing the giant, a moment of truth. Goliath, enraged by David's audacity, charges towards him with a thunderous roar. The ground trembles beneath the giant's feet. David, small yet fearless, runs towards the giant, sling in hand. In this moment, the contrast between fear and faith is most striking. David's courage isn't the absence of fear, but rather the triumph over it. He knows that God is with him. This knowledge empowers him to face the seemingly insurmountable obstacle before him. He reminds us that true courage is not found in physical strength, but in the unwavering belief in a power greater than ourselves. Section 8. The power of faith. The battle is the Lord's. Before he releases the stone from his sling, David proclaims, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty. Today I will give the carcasses of you and all the Philistine army to the birds and the wild animals. All those gathered here will know that it is not by sword or spear that the Lord saves, for the battle is the Lord's, and he will give all of you into our hands." David's words are a powerful declaration of faith. He knows that the battle belongs to God. His victory is assured not by his own strength, but by the power of the God he serves. His proclamation is a timeless reminder that our battles are not ours alone to fight. When we trust in God, we are assured of victory. Section 9. Victory against all odds, the giant falls. The stone, propelled by David's faith and God's power, finds its mark, sinking into Goliath's forehead. The giant, stunned and disoriented, collapses to the ground. The earth trembles as the giant falls, a testament to the power of faith over fear. David, small in stature but mighty in faith, has triumphed over the giant. Goliath's fall symbolizes the defeat of our fears, our anxieties and our doubts. It shows us that no matter how big our problems, how insurmountable our challenges may seem, with God, all things are possible. David's victory is a testament to the unwavering power of faith. Section 10. A legacy of faith, courage to face your giants. News of David's victory spreads like wildfire. The Philistines, once so confident, are routed. David, the shepherd boy, becomes a national hero, a symbol of courage and faith for generations to come. But the story of David and Goliath is more than just a historical account. It's a timeless message of hope. The story of David's victory is not just his, it's a victory for everyone who dares to believe in the power of God. It teaches us that our God is bigger than our giants. No matter how intimidating our challenges may seem, with God on our side, we too can overcome them. Section 11. Your giants await, find strength in God. We all face giants in our lives. They might be giants of fear, doubt, insecurity, or even illness and loss. We may feel small and inadequate, tempted to back down, to surrender to the overwhelming odds, but remember David. Remember his courage, his faith, and his unwavering trust in God. Like David, we need to remember that the battle belongs to the Lord. Our job is not to cower in fear, but to step forward in faith, armed with the knowledge that God is on our side. We may not face literal giants, but the challenges we face require the same courage, the same faith, and the same unwavering trust in God. So face your giants, trust in God, and watch as he delivers you.